Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NWS Network. Here I am bringing you content live through the power of the internet, and there's a reason why I use that line. Shout out to Boogie2988, by the way. There's a reason why I'm using that line. It's because the title of this video is "A Battle in the War of Net Neutrality Has Been Won," and let me clarify what I mean by that. It's just a battle. The war is still going on for net neutrality. If you guys remember correctly, the FCC, a few months back at the beginning of the year, or close to the end of last year, wanted to get rid of the net neutrality rules that were, I believe, Barack Obama put in place. And I found out the news earlier on, and I originally thought that the war was over and we had won. Our voices were heard and we won the battle. We won the war to keep net neutrality, but unfortunately, that is not the case. The Senate has signed off to agree with us, the millions of people who want to keep net neutrality intact. They have signed off in a very, very, from what I understand, narrow battle to keep net neutrality rules. Now, this is a small battle that was won by us. That doesn't mean that it is over. It still has to go through the House, and it has to go through Mr. Donald Trump. Now, keep in mind, that just because the Senate has signed off of it to go against the FCC and the ruling, that doesn't necessarily mean that the FCC is completely down, that they're done in this battle, that they're done doing the net neutrality rules. If the House agrees and Trump agrees, then net neutrality will stay intact and the power of the internet will still be free for all without any extra payments and or charges. However, if one of those upcoming people, that being the House or Mr. Donald Trump himself, sign to agree with the FCC and end net neutrality rules, then the bill will stand, and net neutrality rules are set to end, I believe, on June 11th, which is not good for anyone who loves to use the power of the internet to do hangouts like this or to do live streams or anything of the sort. They're going to be very, very, perhaps, maybe limited due to new prices possibly coming in, depending on what internet company you're for. But I want you guys to understand how important this battle is. Okay? Net neutrality was set in place so that way anyone could use the internet without being charged extra for extra, like, more extra stuff, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't have to go on Facebook and have to be charged $10 just for going on Facebook one time. Or be charged extra for, like, your entertainment or your regular channels that you get whenever you get your cable all ready to go and signed up. You signed on the dotted line. You've paid the bills, all of that. If net neutrality rules go down, then this gives the internet providers enough power to raise the prices on the internet people. The people of the internet who pay for their internet. The prices could very well be raised on them, and that, well, it could be more money. The internet providers, the millions and millions of people who like these net neutrality rules, could be severely, severely in danger of losing more of their freedom, so to speak. But what I implore you to do is find out who the House of Representatives are. I don't have the information on me at the moment, but I will provide it in the link. There might be a link, but I will provide them in the description down below, and I implore you to call your House of Senates and ask them to vote against the FCC's ruling of net neutrality. I implore all of you, let's keep going. The Senate ruling was partly due to you people raising your voices, letting your voice be heard, and saying, hey, I want net neutrality to stay intact. Keep going. Fought this far so far. Got 2 more big battles to go, and then net neutrality will stay intact. Show the FCC that you're not going to give up on this battle. They might want to end net neutrality rules for whatever reason, but you want to keep those rules intact. Call it selfish for your own selfish needs, whatever the case may be. A battle has won. A battle has been won by us. But the war is not over yet. We need to wrap up this war very quickly, though. Other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Just letting you guys know right now. We want these hangouts to continue. If you want to do your own hangouts in the very near future without being charged extra for entertainment purposes, then I implore you, call your House of Representatives. Let your voice be heard. Narrow or not, make sure, implore with them to keep net neutrality for all.